It is a beautiful day in Ontario, Canada. Welcome to Mississauga Golf and Country Club for final round action of the CPKC Women's Open. We're under partly cloudy skies and ideal temperatures in the low 70s. Both Henderson and Lee bogeyed the difficult fourth hole, and we're hoping to bounce back at the par 5 fifth. Lee would not, but Henderson, with his tidy shot out of the deep rough for her third, would get the birdie and complete the bounce back that would give her the solo lead here in Ontario. A few holes later, Minjee Lee turning up the heat with this long-range birdie putt that filled up the hole. She climbs back into a share of the lead. CBS Sports and the LPGA Tour bring you the final round of the CPKC Women's Open, part of the season-long race to the CME Globe. Kelly Tillman alongside a major champion Morgan Pressel, Tom Abbott calling holes with us, and another major champion following this final pairing in Karen Stupples. Here is Brooke Henderson.
And she has 95 yards left and is actually quite lucky to have this for her third. Her second shot was a little chunky. She hit a tree and rebounded to there. She would not have cleared the penalty area with her second. So she got a little lucky.
Hasn't been as spot on ball striking wise as we've seen the last couple of days from Brooke. That's the second time in the last few holes that she has caught a tree.
This is at the 15th. A 33-year-old from Antwerp in Belgium, Ananda Roy, coming out of the divot there in the middle of the 15th. Unlucky that that ball finished where it did, but what a shot. And she will have a putt to get to 11 under par.
As we get back to the action at 14, and a birdie chance here for Mal Saigo, who, like Henderson, is a major champion, winning the first major of the year this season at the Chevron. And we will go to this beautiful scene at the 12th, and that is where we find this final pairing. And an eagle opportunity. Karen, she has certainly had a circuitous route on this golf course today, not striking the ball as well as she has the previous 3 days, but still somehow magically mustering wonderful numbers.
Well, it's been one of those days where she's had open views of the green, and there on this particular occasion she hit a wonderful 7-wood to give her this eagle opportunity. She eagled this hole yesterday.
Similar style putt as well.
Well, I mentioned it earlier, a couple of real thoroughbreds on tour. Look at the resumes of these two players. Very similar, Morgan. 13 LPGA wins for Henderson, 11 for Lee. Both are major champions. In fact, Lee picked up her third major this season at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. So very much big stars on tour. And the most impressive thing here at the bottom, this is the 12th time both women have shared a lead or had a lead after 54 holes. They have completed the deal 8 times respectively. So Brooke Henderson, Karen, has closed the door on those 54-hole leads 6 of her last 7 times.
Those are some impressive numbers, and something that you can really hang your hat on when you're in this moment and you're going head-to-head with Minjee Lee.
There have been some shaky moments from short range today, Morgan, with the putter for both Lee and particularly Henderson, but from long range, she has really been dialed in.
And she missed a short putt for birdie on the 7th hole that could have potentially been rattling, but settled in and made a really clutch par at 9.
It's a putt to get within one of the lead here for Ananda Roy. Player who's won 3 times on the Ladies European Tour, and one of those victories came earlier this season in Australia, but hasn't had that kind of form over on the LPGA. This is a really good week for her as we get back down to the 12th.
And a testy birdie putt here for Minjee Lee.
It is, only because it's got a hint of movement to the right.
Anytime you have to mark them, Karen, you're thinking about something.
No question. Normally routine, sticking to your process.
Well, piece of the lead once again. That's how they started the day. 2 currently tied at 12 under par. CPKC Women's Open Champion. I'd say the process has been fairly successful for her. One of her many Hall of Fame accomplishments. Here she is. And a beautiful roll. So many fond memories in this tournament as an amateur and as a professional. 2 of her wins coming as an amateur, 1 as a professional.
She's had a lot of amazing accomplishments in her career, Kelly, but winning this one twice as an amateur might be up there with one of the greatest.
I know I said it so matter-of-factly, didn't I? But I mean, it really is truly remarkable what she did as a teenager on the professional stage.
Minjee's tee shot there at the 13th. Good shape there. And Brooke will be next to play. And our tracing technology this hour is provided by Top Tracer.
And this is another par 5. Ideally, you want to keep this a little bit more down the right, gives you more fairway to use.
Is it going to hang on? Yeah. A chance to have a crack at the green in 2, as Morgan was saying. The breeze coming out of the west, which is the prevailing wind in the summer here, playing down breeze at the 2 par 5s. Brooke Henderson, Minjee Lee tied for the lead, the final round in Mississauga. Remember, Henderson and Lee locked together. Let's go to 16.
Second for Amanda Roy, who said, Morgan, I like to look at the leaderboards. I want to know exactly what I have to do.
I think that's so important. You hear too many athletes or golfers at least say, oh, I didn't look. How do you not look on Sunday afternoon? You got to know what you need to accomplish. And what she may have to do is chip that in after chipping in for Eagle on 13.
Back down to the 13th hole and Minjee second.
Just 228 for Minjee to that front, 236 to the hole. More helping wind now than there was on the previous hole. Trying to fade this one.
Really soft top there. Kind of had that feeling of a match play situation. Brooke hit first. You always want to be the one to hit first in match play. That really put, if you hit a good shot, it can really put a lot of pressure on your opponent.
Over at 15, this is Malsago for a birdie. And not able to make it. Back here at the CPKC Women's Open with Brooke Henderson and Minjee Lee battling away. Minjee just short of the green. She's chipping for eagle. And she had a couple of eagles late in the round yesterday. This was at the 12th when the tee was back. She hit the green in 2 and then made this long one for a 3 on the par 5. 17, they moved the tee up yesterday, so it was a drivable par 4. And Minjee off the tee here, trying to get it as close as she could. Give herself a chance for another eagle, Morgan.
Hey, didn't even think they could get to this hole, to this green. I was talking to Mikey Patterson, her caddy, before the round today, and he said, wow, I saw the replay, just took a perfect bounce and set up for about as easy of an eagle as you could ever imagine.
It's a round of 66 yesterday for Minjee, just one off the mark of Brooke Henderson. And now Minjee for the 3, the eagle 3 here at 13.
But not only did she do great, she had a couple of chip-ins as well.
Ooh, what was that disturbed her? She was almost on the downswing there.
Yeah, just a little bit of movement.
Just stay still, please. Thank you. Okay. Anytime.
Yeah, she had a couple of chip-ins as well yesterday, which really helped things out. And one of them was from a position not unlike this, little upslope.
Do it again, not quite. It's going to be a tap-in birdie for Minjee. Of course, Brooke Henderson will have an eagle putt here. It's the hole where these two really a chance to separate themselves from the rest of the field and end the chances of Amanda Roy.
Speaking of, let's check in with DeRoy. Just in a ticklish spot here with the heavier rough cut.
Very awkward. She did it very well on the 13th from a similar lie. Bit of a guessing game on how that's going to come out. Looks like she's playing a decent amount of break here, Karen. About your speed. It's the second putt in the last few holes that she has left short. Left an opportunity on 10 short for birdie as well, right in the heart.
Looked like a good line, that, with a little more pace. And it's birdies for both players at the 13th.
There we see her doing that visualization, focus routine there. Also probably trying to shake off a little frustration.
Checking in with the world number 1, Jeeno for birdie at 14. And it's something she does very well.
That's got to go. Oh, this could be good. Steep upslope, can't see the green surface.
And she's been so good with those little wedge shots around the green, and certainly that one is worth a compliment. And this is Mal Saigo to get to 10 under at the 16th hole and join this pack of women at -10. Tidikun, DeRoy, now Saigo. 4 birdies in her last 5 holes. And this is Lydia Ko to finish with a par here at the CPKC Women's Open. Another solid week in this tournament as it travels from venue to venue each year. It's on a rotation, but no matter the golf course, she seems to be a fixture on these leaderboards.
Well, exactly, because Minjee knows it gets to that, got to make it, because with only 4 holes to go, you don't want to be 2 shots back.
Karen looking at a solid 3 to 4 feet here.
Oh, it is, and it's downhill as well.
Okay. The job done there. A really nice up and down for Minjee Lee.
And Minjee Lee needs a good one as well.
She does. She can't afford to leave this one out to the right. She's done a couple of times today. This one should hang in there.
My Mercer Bears were making a big comeback yesterday, and then the game got abandoned. Lightning. They were going to win. You knew they were going to win. All right, Mal Saigo here, 17.
Tom has made us all Mercer Bear fans. Kelly, you'll be next.
You heard her sister say about 132 to 135 is the playing not yardage.
Saigo, we saw that approach there at the 17th. She is playing really well on this back 9. This is her 5th birdie in a 6-hole stretch. The 15th and Minjee's 2nd.
From 111. Good angle from there.
So both players will have birdie putts. Minjee, though, is going to be first to go. This for birdie.
And this putt is going to break to the right. It's a little downhill as well. Minjee's keeping her focus pretty well, though, with all the support going on. But the crowd is really supportive of Minjee as well. I mean, it's a very respectful gallery here in Canada.
Yeah, that's something that I was talking to Mikey this morning about before Minjee started warming up, just about how Minjee is so good at blocking out all that kind of noise. You think about all the attention and the just kind of the chaos around this group today, that Minjee's really good at blocking that out. But also, he noted how respectful the fans are and how he didn't expect there to be any sort of issues, and just people would still really respect great golf here in Canada. It's such a golf-loving country that they're just happy to see these two go head-to-head, Karen.
Oh, no question about it. It's been quite the battle right from the word go. It's been very difficult to separate either one of them. But Brooke has a great opportunity here. It will break a little bit to the right. Just got to keep the speed up here, Morgan.
She's left a couple short. Tend to get a little tentative under pressure.
It's for a two-shot lead.
Another tentative putt there, Tom.
Keep an eye on that over the last 3 holes, but it is Henderson with a one-shot lead heading to the 16th tee.
It is a good chance, but you really have to be in the fairway in order to control it, with the whole location over a bit of a downslope on this green, and that's heading right. Tree trouble over there. That's a good kick. Back towards the fairway, but still will be in the thick rough. That Marshall is on a mission right there. Love it.
Well, here at the 18th, Morgan, this is a par putt for DeRoy on the home hole. She found a fairway bunker, the lip of a fairway bunker, and that wreaked havoc on this home hole for her. So a really strong second 9 for her and a disappointing final hole. Back to Minjee Lee at 16, up and away.
Firmed up a little bit. You see that take a pretty big hop. It was quite soft earlier in the week and played very long.
Well, we talked about the amateurs, Morgan, that Brooke Henderson has inspired. No doubt Aphrodite Dang, one of them. Born in Canada.
I think you can play a little bit more left. That way you have just a bit more green to use.
Spot right there. Unfortunate to get such a soft bounce. I thought that would have taken a much bigger bounce out of that rough and downwind. That was exactly where she was looking. Left with a tricky putt now.
All in all, though, I'd say it was a good talk between her and her sister. Saigo for birdie at the 18th to post at 12 under. That's coming up well short of the hole, but still sporting the best round of the day. 5 under. And 11 under overall. Now the second for Minjee Lee. Now we get to see at least the top half of this golf ball, Karen.
Which is a bonus, but it also means that the ball's sitting up just a little bit in that grass and not all the way at the bottom. It's well judged, though.
A similar result in the sense that it just didn't.
Meanwhile, Minjee Lee sizing up this lengthy birdie putt, looking to win for the second time this year, including a major earlier this season. So a lot riding on these last couple of holes here, Karen, as we get a feel for what this putt is going to do from you.
Well, no question. This putt is going to be downhill, so it's going to be a bit speedy. So downhill, downwind as well. But you can really feel the intensity sort of really starting to increase now as the holes start ticking away.
was going on there as we go up to the 18th, and a par putt for Saigo to cap off what was a brilliant run today.
Also downhill.
A little bit less break from this angle. I kind of feel like the wind has picked up as well, downwind a bit.
Oh, yeah. Much to the delight of Canadian fans across this beautiful country. Minjee Lee, meanwhile, as I mentioned, winning a major earlier this year, trying to add another title to her collection. That would be 12, and this is for par.
Again, working hard on this one too. Lots of subtleties to these greens. Even from short range, you really can't take anything for granted.
They survived that. So Lee.
Oh, no question. And you can really feel the energy of the crowd really willing her on to continue what she's doing. Back into the wind.
Yep, good.
17th tee. Sister likes it. That's going to set herself up nicely there.
Good way to recover after that tee shot on the previous hole, right down the center cut.
Yeah, missing the divots there. Aggressive play off the tee. Minjee's also going to go with driver, and this be a good time for Minjee to make a birdie, try and cut that lead down.
Yeah, she's got to do something somewhere, and it's another opportunity for both these players, though. I think, Tom, to go ahead and make a birdie for Brooke, just to try and edge a little bit further ahead, and for Minjee to try and draw level. And this is a good start for Minjee as well.
Yep. Yeah, I'd say even between there and the pin, like 95, 96.
Brooks hit some really tremendous distance control wedges today. The difficulty with this one, though, is judging just how much that wind will affect this shot.
Seeing her hit some brilliant wedges this week. It's been one of the strengths of her game.
86?
Yes. Like that.
Makes Minjee think that she has to really hit this one tight as well. Minjee hasn't been quite as good with her distance control with the wedges today, but now will be a good time to get that right.
That was such a balanced finish, and the tempo was right on point, so a couple of good looks for birdie coming for this final pairing. Meanwhile, Minjee Lee, winning on tour this year, just a couple of months after her brother Minwoo Lee broke through for the first time on the PGA Tour in Houston. A pair of Olympians for Australia coming out of the Lee family, Minwoo and Minjee.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players are wonderful ambassadors of the game, certainly for their home countries, but the game as a whole. But definitely we've seen that steely game face. I talked to Elena Sharp on the range today, good friend, countrywoman of Brooke, saying she looks like she did in 2018 when she went on to victory. You can see it in her face.
And on the subject of famous siblings, this is Akie Iwai finishing up at 18, a winner last week, and her sister Chisato Iwai is also a winner on tour this year. This one clearly getting away from her. So a set of twins 23-year-old twins winning on the tour this season.
So a big putt here for Brooke Henderson at the 17th. Chance to edge ahead by 2, and of course Minjee would then have a putt to keep it at 1. Or is it Minjee going to go first here? Looks like Minjee's going to put the ball down.
It's Minjee first.
Okay.
I think this is huge for Minjee. I think this
Yeah.
really gives her an opportunity to get the ball in the hole first.
Yeah, from our angle, it looked like Brooke was away, but this is a big moment then to tie it up.
Well, and I think Minjee's putt is a little bit easier too. It's going to move to the left as opposed to Brooks, which will move to the right. Minjee's is uphill, moving left. Brooks is downhill, moving right. So I like Minjee's putt more.
Oh, what a moment for Minjee Lee. It's been a great season for Minjee, and she can silence the crowd here. Minjee's second in the Rolex Player of the Year race. She's never won that award on the LPGA. Has a chance to do that come the end of the season. A win here would really help her cause. And as you would imagine, the crowd pretty silent here. They are behind Brooke all the way. A couple of Australian fans there at the bottom of your screen. But
In the hole.
the crowd almost willing it in.
Meanwhile, up at the green, this is the third shot for Akia Iwai.
Quite a bit of green to work with. She had the lead halfway through this championship. Just a little bit of fatigue, fell under the weather, had a bit of a fever on the golf course yesterday, and just was not able to maintain that heater that she had been on for the previous 6 rounds. But still, a nice stretch of golf for Akia Iwai. Karen, only a third of the field has hit this fairway in regulation today.
This one's going right.
So found a fairway bunker that will make the next shot that much more challenging. And if you're Minjee, have to feel like that's a little bit of an opening here.
I think you do. I mean, Minjee knows how tough these fairway bunkers are at the 18th. She was in one yesterday. It could only just play out to back onto the fairway. So she knows what's at stake, but to hit in the fairway here right now. Her driver has not been that sporty today, although the last few holes it's been much better.
Only hit 6 fairways so far. This one doesn't look like it's going to hang on.
It has.
What a kick there.
A very fortunate bounce for Minjee Lee, who's won 3 different majors. She's won in 6 different countries around the world. The U.S., China, France, South Korea, UAE, and Australia, her native Australia. Now she wants one in Canada. That birdie at 17 putting a lot of pressure on Brooke Henderson, but she says, not in my house. Matching birdies, and we're on the home hole.
Tendency is to pull it a little bit from fairway bunkers, so she's got to work hard on keeping that left hand firm. Oh, this looks really good.
Boy, that wind has really picked up, Karen.
It has. So Minjee's going to have to work hard. She's got 123 and she's got a 9-iron out, so I don't think this is going to be a huge shot, but I think this is one to try and control the trajectory, keep it down a little bit, and try and get this hot ball all the way to that back hole location. It's not easy with that back flag. This one's going on a draw.
Drawing it in, trying to cut it through that wind, but it just pushed it down. So that left for birdie for Minjee Lee. Big force in Canadian national golf. Such a big moment for all involved. Now Minjee Lee to get to 15 under. Not a bad roll, but not the one she had hoped for.
Still an excellent effort. Aggressive putt, gave it a run. She knew what she had to do. Just going to come up short here. It's been a really impressive battle with these two competitors today.
Another strong week for an incredibly talented player. Second in the Player of the Year standings as we speak. The comeback is complete for the pride of Canada. Brooke Henderson.